So another presentation by Boysen, it is more comprehensive and more visual type na presentation. After we know the brands here in the Philippines, discussion coming from Boysen will solidify the claims of why Boysen is one of the most trusted brands here in the Philippines. No? So I'll start by having the presentation by um, by discussing different stages, how to apply paints. Although we have a discussion kanina, pero this one is the more deeper one and more visual on the stages. So there are four main components of the paint. We have pigments, binders, solvents, and additives. So what is a pigment? So these are the impart colors and hiding properties. So hindi mo na to makikita physically. It's more likely have the result on its color. So there are primary and secondary pigment. So for the primary pigment, there are degree to which paint is able to block the underlying surface. So it basically creates a base, example titanium dioxide. So they are the base pigment of a paint product. Then the second pigment is the degree to which a paint is able to block the underlying also surface. Okay, which example of that is calcium carbonate, talc, silica, and clay. So all in all, they create the color of the paint itself. There are two types of pigments, which is the organic and inorganic. As you can see here, there are, kung napapansin niyo, they have different outcome. No? Kung makikita nyo sa organic, they are obtained via natural sources, vibrant and bright colors, excellent color strength, and transparency when you compare them to inorganic. So inorganic pigments, these are minerals, earth tones, and muted colors, chemically instability. Kung mapapansin mo, much brighter and vibrant yung colors niya compared dun sa inorganic na more likely earth tones or muted yung colors, hindi masyadong matingkad. So these are the comparison of two types of pigments. These another ingredient of a paint is binder. So si binder forms the paint film, provides adhesion to the substrate. These are different curing methodology or techniques for the binders. Number one is alkyd. It dries by oxidation. So oxidation processes. Latex or emulsion naman dries by coalescence. Thermoplastic acrylic is dries by solvent evaporation. So yung natitira is yung driver. Epoxy naman is by catalytic reaction. So this is how binders work. So natitira yung kanyang pigment. So those pigments subside and it creates a hardened layer. So this is your wall, your floor, your kahoy, your etc. So the binders subside or evaporates depende on what type of binder you have. You have different kinds, alkyd, latex, thermoplastic, and epoxy. So each different types of binder has different technique how to dry themselves. Next is solvent. Solvent naman provides ease of application, controls viscosity of paint, so kung gaano siya kalapot or gaano siya kalabnaw. This one is a liquid component that evaporates as paint dries, and can be either water-based or solvent-based. So, yan yung hinahalo natin if you want to have a viscosity of malabnaw or malapot. No? So, for water-based, basically, water lang yung hinahalo mo dun sa paint. Pag solvent-based, ito yung mga thinner, tinting colors, additives, enhances the paint properties like dryers, deformers, preservatives, etc. So, ito yung ina-add natin doon sa paint natin to achieve different kinds of properties. Next is tools and equipments. We have sun dries. So, these are items that makes the painting process neat. Like, for example, rags, newspaper, trays, cans, and masking tape. Approximately 10% of the total material cost, which is under the consumables naman siya. Next is sandpaper. Under pa din siya ng consumables for smoothing or sanding the surface. So, our sandpaper has different levels of roughness. No? So, we have rough sanding, which is 120, 150, 180, 210, 240, and 280. These are partnered with steel brushes. So, rough pa yung kanyang finish, no? Or surface preparation will be under rough sanding pa siya. When we talk about fine sanding, so mas fine na yung or mapino na yung kanyang outcome. Now, we have 320, 360, 400, 600, 800, or above that. So, for in-between coatings naman siya. No? So, coating 1, pwede mo i-fine sand ulit para mawala yung mga loose components or to avoid choking on later on. Next is yung brush natin, of course. We have painting tools which has number of bristles or hair attached to the handle. We have two types of brush, natural hair for oil-based paints and synthetic for acrylic-based paints. Another equipment, roller. So it has an absorbent material at the end which absorbs and transfer the paint from the roller to the surface. We have cloth. So basically, cloth rollers have cloth material at the end. Wool naman, so wool din yung kanyang material. Textured, ito yung ginagamit nating roller on textured paints so that the finish has a textured pattern. Sa foam is more likely to be fine, no, yung kanyang finish kasi foam yung kanyang end. Putty knife, spatula, and trowel. These are the tools naman for putty application, scraping, cleaning, and plastering. So these are non-consumables na pala, no, under non-consumables kasi pwede mo siyang ulit-ulitin, no, gamitin. Next is spray gun, which a tool uses air or compressed air, which has function that spread the paint into surface. We have two types of spray gun. We have airless spray and mortar gun. So ito yung kanyang itsura. Most likely ito yung nakikita natin dun sa mga emulsion, no, sa airless spray. Next is we have colors. So colors has perception of light as it reflects to the object that enters your eye. So there are different kinds of factors, no? If hindi present yung isa doon, you could not perceive color, no? I'll show you some example later on. Let's define first what is color. Color is a perception of light as it reflects to the object and enters your eye. Like for example, this one. These three components must present for you to able to perceive color. No? You have your source, which is the light. You have your object, which are the properties of color, and your eye that can perceive the color itself. No? For example, there's no one to receive the color, so you cannot identify what color it is. There's no object, so you cannot identify what color it is, because the light coming the color coming from the light source has nothing to reflect for you to perceive on what color of the object is. If the light naman is absent, so basically it's total darkness, or there's no light that can transfer the color of the object for you to perceive the light. So these three must be present in order for you to perceive what color are you trying to identify. No? So these three must be present, right? We have color combinations also. Firstly, we have our primary color, no, which basically we learn it in our first year, no, and in our high school, that the three colors, the three primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. And if we try to have combination of these colors, we are creating new color which we can identify as secondary color. Like for example, red and yellow is equal to orange, red and violet, red and blue is equal to violet, and yellow and blue is green. And the third, ano nun, if we combine those three secondary color, it will create a black color. These are the examples of how complementary, analogous, split complementary, tetradic, triadic, and monochromatic colors have been using in the famous logos. No? We could clearly identify how they create their logos and to become more pleasing. No? If we can see it in or identify it in the color wheel. So these are the examples of that. Next is we have the psychology of color also. It denotes that the different type of color have different energy meaning. No? So for the red, it usually raises energy level or intense. For the blue is calming and relaxing. Green is restful to the eye or it's cool. For the purple, it's rich, dramatic, and sophisticated. Orange evokes excitement, enthusiasm. Yellow communicates joy and happiness. And neutral colors is flexible. We have to identify or differentiate the different kinds of paint application in a room where it gives meaning or another perception, no, to the user, which has something to do with light and dark and painting lines. No? On the first, on the left side naman, kung makikita natin dito, the painting in a room in a dark hue will make it seem smaller. No? Kung darker hue yung ginamit mo or mas or mas darker side, no. For example, etong room na to, they are using a dark green, no, on the wall, and it makes the perception of the user to make the room even smaller. Okay, while the painting room in lighter hue will make it appear larger. No? So it can make or denotes that the room or makes it more look larger or smaller depending on what kind of view you are trying to use in a room. While on the lines naman, no, if you have a small room and you want to make it more look higher, paint it with stripe vertical lines. Okay? While if you want to make the room larger or wider, paint it with a stripe horizontally. So, ganun siya ina-apply. Alright? So, what is the first tool used in conventional color approach? Paano mo siya i-identify? What kind of tool you're trying to use? No? So, try to guess what is the tool that you're trying to use when you have conventional color approach. So, the answer is your eye. No? So, that's the first tool you're going to use if you want to identify a conventional color approach. But is it enough to use your eye as a tool? It's a good tool, but it's not sufficient. Why is it? It's because your eye has limitations. Like for example, this one. Can you identify where is this type of color has been applied in the set of the same hue? I'll give you a short time to identify where is the color in this square has been applied. Okay, have you done it? Have you choose your color? The correct answer is letter C. So have you identified it correctly? If you identified correctly, you have a good eyesight. But it is hard to memorize color, right? So another example, we have this type of logo. So can you identify what is the color at the center of the logo? This one, the small circle. Again, can you tell it if it's brown or black or maroon? It's hard to identify, right? Because fatigue also affects how we view color. If your eye is tired, it's more likely to have more strain, no, when you look into a color. So it gives you a different perception. Although the eye is good for you to identify the color, but sometimes there are several factors, no, on the eye for you to identify proper color. Another example, can you count how many dark dots in the image? Okay, this test is usually gives you a hard time, tama? Because your eye cannot, there are some irregularities depending on the environment, no, of what color do you have to identify. So it's more likely to have a color illusion, no, in your mind through your eye, no? So para siyang gumagalaw, no? Hindi mo ma-identify how many dots do you have. Can you see it in your peripheral view that some of the white dots became dark if you're not focusing on them? Tama? Para siyang ganyan. So there are your perception is being affected by what is on the around or what is in the area, no, where you're trying to identify that color. Another example, no? So those are the challenges, no, that you can see. Another example, no, if you're trying to, if you can perceive this, the other flower are moving around if you're not focusing on them. It's because of the color pattern that in the area or its environment is affecting the focus, no, of your color identification. Okay, so yeah, surrounding colors affect our color perception, right? So as you can see, ginawa natin siyang monochromatic Does it move or not? As far as I can perceive, it do not move anymore. But if we turn it back, it moves again. No? So it's correct that the color surrounding affects our color perception. Another factor is lighting. No? So lighting affects also how we see colors. There are several colors that makes the items we perceive became more brighter, more vibrant, depending on what kind of color are striking on them. Like for example, this one, fluorescent lamp. No? Kung nakikita nyo, the item or the items in the model is pale or blunt or earth toned, and the colors are dull. Tama? And when we have an incandescent lamp naman, it shows differently. More vibrant, more colorful, the colors are more alive. Kaya kung nakikita nyo sa mall, they use incandescent lamp on their model, no, model items or signature items. Pero pagdating nyo sa bahay, parang nag-iba na siya, parang nawala na yung kanyang vibrant colors. It's because of the lighting in model store. Kaya siya ganun. Kaya napapabili ka minsan, no. Then yeah, we could see this one on most likely on the color perception also, no. Pag nagpapatest ka on your eyesight, no? You could clearly identify the number if you have you cannot clearly identify the number if you have color blindness. So ganun siya ginagamit. Pero this one, ganyan yung kanyang perception. So again, the eye is a good tool but it's not sufficient. No, tama. There are several factors like lighting, eye fatigue, difficulty to quantify, difficult to communicate, hard to memorize, and different viewing conditions. At the end of the day, so it is best to have color preferences like swatches, no? Siguro kung nakapunta kayo dun sa World Exposition, nakakita na kayo ng color palette, or sometimes if you have time, no, makakita ng mga color samples. So pwede nyo tong hingin if they are letting you, so that you have the exact, no, color code of your color preferences. So this one is the essential that architects are using for them to identify color codes. Let's continue with paint concepts, no? So these are the ADH coating, or the architectural decorative housing household coatings, no, under residentials. We have sheen. Firstly, we have to identify what is a sheen. This is the level of glossiness or shine, which is something to do with gloss, semi-gloss, satin, matte, and flat. Ito na yung discuss natin kanina. Pero let's have a thorough discussion about this one. Opacity is the degree to which a paint is able to block the underlying surface, if you could see through or not. So, yan yung opacity. Viscosity naman refers to paint thickness, if its resistance to flow, affecting its spreadability and coverage. Then coverage area is something that we can covered by a single packing of paint for a single coat, like for example 25 square meters per gallon. So ito yung kanina. So the viscosity is the factor, no, of your coverage area. Kasi if masyadong malapot yung paint mo, it cannot um, it cannot achieve its normal uh, coverage area in a single coat. Primer, another for intercoat adhesion, providing hiding or opacity. Putty corrects minor imperfection and hairline cracks. Top coat, provide color and sheen. Final coating for aesthetic purposes. Thinner or reducer added for the paint to make it easier to apply, reduce the viscosity of paint. We have concrete surfaces. For the surface preparation of concrete surfaces, we have 14 to 28 days curing of new concrete surfaces. Like for example, bagong gawa siya, nag-roughing ka na, you have 14 to 28 days bago siya lagyan uh, ng pintura, no? For the new concrete, if hindi natin siya kinure ng maayos, isa ito sa mga defect, no, na pwede nating ma-encounter, which is the efflorescence. Next is we have masonry neutralizer, 1:16. Itong 1:16 is one part concrete neutralizer into a 16-liter water. So you mix it and you apply it to the new concrete wall or floor kung gusto mong mag-paint sa floor. So you apply this mixture using a brush or roller and let dry overnight because concrete neutralizer neutralizes the chemical, no, na kasi yung mga semento meron yang chemical reaction that makes the paint weak or hindi siya kakapit doon. So this concrete neutralizer will block off, no, the chemical in those areas. For the new concrete application, rinse with water and sand the surface to remove white crystals. Surface to be painted should be clean, dry, free from dust, dirt, and other possible contaminants. For the outdoor products of Boysen, we have construct, no, na products. We have skim coat. Skim coat ang tawag natin sa layer of plaster applied to a surface to smooth the imperfections, create a uniform surface, or prepare its further finishing. We have different type of skim coat: powder type, which is mixed with water; acrylic type, which is mixed with cement. So these are the different types. For the skim coat, we have their product, which is the Construct High Performance Acrylic Skim Coat, which is recommended for both interior and exterior, mixed with Portland cement. So this one is an acrylic type, no, of skim coat. I-mix natin siya dun sa semento, which at 1:1 ratio by volume. So 1 bag of cement is equals to 40 kilos of Construct Permaplast kasi 1:1 eh, no? So this is how you mix it, no. So kung 1 pail of cement, 1 pail then of Construct Permaplast, then you mix it well and make it your first skim coat, no. So yeah. So high performance 2-pack system recommended for interior use. 4 liters part A liquid and 28 kilos of part B powder with 8 liters of water. So there are different these are two different products, no. High performance render and interior render. This one, the K222, is for interior use, while the K202 naman is you could use it on exterior and also interior. Alright, so this is the technical specification on the interior, where you could use it under 3mm application and higher or mas makapal, no, which is the greater than 3mm application. So the cure for new concrete is 7 days. There's no need to neutralize. Kung meron ka ng kung meron ka ng construct skim coat, no? So there's no need to neutralize on that. Next is Nation powder skim coat. 20 kilos of NS20. Ito yung code niya with 7 liters of water. And the pot life, yung gano'n siya katagal bago tumigas is 30 minutes. So, kailangan i-apply mo na siya before pa siya tumigas. So, itong skim coat na to is usually economical and budget saver. Next is Kaiser, a Lunar series. Most likely interior finishes na to ginagamit. High performance acrylic skim coat 201. Industrial finish. Kung nakikita nyo sa mostly sa mga restaurants, Greenwich, Starbucks, ito yung ginagamit nila on their finishes, no? Kasi aesthetic siya tignan, tsaka modern, no, on their wall, especially pag warm light yung ginamit. So ito yung kanyang finish with Lunar series cashmere naman. So itong una is Kaiser, more lighter. This one is more darker. If you want to repaint your wall, so these are the steps, no, or the steps how to repaint a concrete wall. Firstly, you have to scrape off loose and peeling the paint, the existing paint, no. Next is check if what type of paint that you're going to use, if it's solvent based or water based. So for the surface of this one, you use water based if if water based paint yung gagamitin. Okay. Next is we have sand, no, sandpaper application, or yung pag scrape, no, ng loose materials, no. Gamitan natin siya ng sand, no, existing paint to improve adhesion of succeeding coats. For interior paints, we have Permacoat latex, which is water based. It could be flat, semi-gloss, or gloss, which is excellent for hiding and outstanding durability. So ito yung mga products nila, no, under Permacoat latex. We have Boysen Healthy Homes, no? So hindi siya masakit sa ilong at friendly on kahit bagong apply, no, kasi most of the paints, 'di ba, pag bagong apply is medyo mabaho siya at matagal mawala yung amoy, no, na parang bagong pintura. So si Boysen Healthy Home is an odorless paints, especially for interior applications, no, kahit bagong apply wala siyang amoy. So yan, isa sa mga products ni Boysen. Next is the Virtuoso Silk Touch. This is a water based acrylic and the finish of this is matte, no? So ano siya, parang high end, no, yung kanyang finish. So probably may kamahalan siya when it comes to pricing, but ang properties naman niya is odorless din, antibacterial and easy to clean, and yung finish niya is sophisticated, no, or mas maganda kasi tignan. So ito yung kanyang pagkakasunod, no. How do you do your interior paint system? Firstly, apply Boysen Permacoat flat latex, no, or yung puti, no, B701. Next, you put your or apply your putty with Boysen Masonry or Perma putty. So on those imperfections like meron siyang cracking, meron siyang waving, or hindi pantay yung may isang area na hindi pantay, you apply your putty. Then isa-sanding mo siya, sander or sanding, pwede din manual. Spot primer. So you do your spot primer dun sa ginawan mo ng or nilagyan mo ng putty. Permacoat din, latex. Then you apply 2 coats of your finishing layer, no? Pili ka doon sa finishing products ng Boysen like Color Series, Healthy Home, or Virtuoso. So ganon yung kanyang pagkakasunod-sunod. Next is decorative finish for concrete surfaces. We have the Decor Classics, no, product. Okay, so ito yung how do they mix their decorative finishes and how do they apply their decorative finishes. So different types of application, pwede kang gumamit ng scraper, brush, etc. So textured paint, no, si Decor Pearlescent, no, para siyang meron siyang granules, no, textured yung kanyang finish, parang ano siya, crayon, no, para siyang crayon yung kanyang finish. Next is the Boysen Marmorino. Ganyan yung kanyang finish, no, para siyang textured paint din with Boysen Permatex. More likely to be seen on ceiling and accent walls of your bedrooms. Next is exterior paints for concrete surfaces pa din. We have Plexibond. This is a waterproofing material, or cementitious waterproofing paint, no. Pintura pa din siya, no. But the main usage of that is waterproofing, no, especially on the outside wall or the exterior wall, no, that will be exposed on the rain all the time. So the manner of application, or it could be mixed with cement per 4 gallon of Plexiband. So apply after at least 1 day of Plexiband application. Elasticoat. This one is water-based acrylic with flexible paint film capable of bridging hairline cracks, UV resistant, and excellent weatherability. Si Elasticoat is more likely to be elastic, no? Kung prone sa lindol ang area, ang mga walls natin is also prone to cracking, tama? So si Elasticoat, isa siyang rubberized type of paint where it could resist those cracks, no? Yung mga tolerable na cracks na pwede niyang i-hide yon because of the elastic characteristic of the paint, no, that you're going to apply. So this is the painting pattern, how you do or how you apply elastic coat paints in paint system. So the first coat is the elastic coat sealer. The second coat is base coat white. Next is putty. Next is base coat white. And lastly, for the fourth and the fifth layer is the Boysen elastic coat top coat, no? B815. So, yung sa pinakadulo, yan yung mga code, no, ng pintura na sinasabi niya. Next is we have another product coming from the Titan series, no? From the makers of Boysen. So, ito is Titan Superflex, isang elastomeric paint, which is a self-priming paint used as a primer and top coat. Pwedeng isang apply lang, no, of this one. Serve as a primer and a top coat na siya. So, hindi mo na kailangan ng several layers. So, flexible din siya. It's a flexible paint capable for hiding those hairline cracks, long-term durability, and color retention. Next product is Acrytics. So, it's top water seepage, solvent-based acrylic, can be seen in flat semi-gloss or gloss, non-porous, and watertight. Boysen Wall Guard, resisting dust on accumulation and high resistance to mildew and pollutants. Usually, ginagamit siya dun sa mga high-rise building kasi hindi mo naman malilinisan yung mga tall buildings, di ba? So, pag naulanan yung area na yon, it can clean itself. Kaya siya kaya ganun, no, yung kanyang property. So, that's Boysen Wall Guard. Etong color series natin with permacoat latex, excellent for hiding and outstanding durability. So, this is the application ng pagkakasunod ng primer, putty, and top coats. Floor paints naman for concrete products, concrete surfaces. We have our curing agent for floor paint application, which is known as catalyst. No? This is a chemical additive used for accelerating the curing process of paints such as epoxy. So, induction time required for paint materials to be interact before the paint can be applied. And the pot life is the period of time during which mixed paints remain usable. Ito yung pag hinalo mo na siya, the pot time is determined kung magagamit mo pa ba yung hinalo mo or hindi na. Kasi titigas na kasi yun eh. There are following mixture as primer for bare concrete. 3 parts primer, 1 part catalyst, 1 part prepared mixture into 1 part epoxy reducer. So these are the different materials, no, or products coming from the Boysen. We have epoxy enamel, which is a solvent-based epoxy with a gloss finish for interior concrete walls. Like for example, on this one. Aqua epoxy, acrylic water-based epoxy for semi-gloss finish, both interior and exterior concrete walls. This is preferred within top coats for 7 days of application of epoxy primer. Otherwise, reapplying primer may be necessary. So, after top coat application, let dry for 3 days before exposure to foot traffic or 7 days before heavy traffic. Like for example, heavy equipment yung gagamit ng floor, you have to wait for 7 days before using it. before using the area. If foot traffic naman, like for example mga hallway, um, mga pathwalk, 3 days before mo siya magamit after applying. Line markings, we have Boysen epoxy primer and like Boysen alkyd and reflectorized traffic paint. So pag tinamaan siya ng ilaw, usually nag-reflect, no? Meron siyang luminescence na pag na tamaan ng ilaw. So these are the traffic paints, no? Boysen Zebra, reflectorized traffic paints, and alkyd traffic paints. So these are water-based. Next is paints, no, for wooden surfaces. For the wooden surfaces, wall preparation is you need to hammer all the nails deep enough to apply putty. So si putty, yung mga nakaumbok na mga screw or nails must be dapat nakalubog. So you have to make it lubog muna before you apply putty so that the putty will hide, no, all those area that has nails on it. So gagawin natin is sandgraft the wood until smooth. Surface to be painted should be clean, dry, and free from dust, dirt, and other possible contaminations. Paint system on wood surfaces, we have quick drying enamel. No? So the very common one, it has a gloss finish, interior and exterior wood surfaces. The primer is flat enamel B800, the putty is Plasolax glazing putty B311. Top coat is quick drying enamel. And the reducer is paint thinner B0340. So yan, yung kanyang mga factors how to mix and layers of quick drying enamel. For automotive lacquer naman, we have this type of finishing, gloss finish, interior wood surfaces, and spray naman yung ginagamit niya. As you can remember kanina, meron tayong different kinds of spray techniques, no, or items. The primer is lacquer primer surfacer, the putty is lacquer putty, top coat is automotive lacquer, and the reducer for the viscosity, kung malapot siya or malabnaw, is the lacquer thinner B50. Next is tannin staining, no? Pag-stain ka ng mga wood products, we have wood prime. So this one is a water-based primer for wood that prevents tanning staining, no? Primer is wood prime B180, putty is masonry putty, top coat is permacoat latex or healthy home or Virtuoso silk touch. So ideal use is for low friction area such as wood wall and ceiling. Stain and varnish systems for wood surfaces. Apply Nationwood bleach on one bare wood and set it for 30 minutes. Next is apply Nationwood bleach 2. Let it set again for 10 to 15 minutes. And repeat for a Nationwood bleach 2 for a lighter tone. Wait for 12 hours before applying stain or sealer. Oil wood stain highlights wood grain for interior wood surfaces. Kung gusto mong lumalabas yung haspe ng inyong woods or yung nakikita nyo yung rings within your woods, para mas matingkad siya, gamit kayo ng oil wood stain. First coat is the Boysen wood stain. Second coat is lacquer sanding sealer. The final coat is the clear gloss lacquer or dead flat lacquer. The additive is Lacquer Flow B1205. Siladecor is another wood stain which highlights the wood grain to a matte finish. No? So, hindi naman ito reflective si Siladecor. For interior and exterior wood surfaces, protects wood from water and provides wood for preserving property. Hudson floor varnish. No? So for the components of high gloss varnish, interior wood floors. So application of that is for your floor finishes. Next is Hudson Timber Coat, low odor, water-based single component varnish, acts as a sealer and interior for exterior wood. Matte, semi-gloss, and gloss are the sheen applications. For metal surfaces naman, we have surface preparation. Firstly, wipe surface with a rag or soak in paint thinner to remove grease, oil, wax, and other foreign materials like rust. No? So, pwede mo lagyan ng etching solution to and stay for 10 to 15 minutes. No? Before rinsing with water. So, ang ginagawa niyan is tinatanggal niya yung impurities of metal so that the unpainted galvanized surface will be kumapit doon yung pintura natin. For the rusted metals naman, remove rust by wire brush or steel brush. No? Pwede din sanding or liyahin na yung mga merong kalawang. So apply metal etching solution first and let it stay for 10 to 15 minutes and remove the remaining residue when immediately applied primer after drying. So we have our metal primers. The first product is Boysen Rust Off Gray Alkyd Metal Primer, like red oxide, pula ito pag in-apply. Next is Boysen Epoxy Primer. So ito yung first coat pagdating naman sa metal surfaces. Yung mga top coat naman natin. So metal top coats are being used for our roof guards and cool shades. So these are typically applied on our roof so that it will be protected from heat of the sun and rain on rain season. So we have quick drying enamel and automotive lacquer for metal top coats. Isa din to sa ginagamit natin. Aqua epoxy and epoxy enamel. And other various products are Bug Off by Boysen, anti-insect paint if the location is malapit siya dun sa forested area, yung mga projects. So the anti-insect paint with Artilin na chemical which is anti-insect siya, water-based acrylic paint for interior and exterior surface, inert microscopic crystal set in the paint layer that attacks the nervous system of insects that contact with the paint surface. So, usually, para siyang insect repellent. Pero pintura siya. Boysen knocks out self-cleaning paint with crystal active photocatalytic technology, which is purifies the air, no, especially on low quality index area, no, pag nasa active cities, no, usually boys and knocks out, isa sa factors nun is it cleans the air. So for the colorants, pwedeng magpa-mix, no, ng color. If you want to have a customized color, pwede si Boysen mag-mix, no. Yan yung kanilang mix and match. So thinners and reducers, acrylic emulsions, they have other brands which is under Boysen pa din, Dutch Boy, Nation, Hudson, and Construct. So ito yung Dutch Boy, no, na products, another branch, no, of Boysen is Dutch Boy Paint Authority. So under pa din siya ng Boysen. Troubleshooting and problem solutions, we have impurities like efflorescence. If you have improper curing of concrete and surface preparation, and also presence of moisture in concrete, fading. This is due to wrong choice of colorants and or too much colorants. Mildew, exposure to cold climate, moisture, vegetation. You could treat this one by 1:3 bleach solution. Chalking. So this is use of low cost paint, no, or expired na yung pintura nung in-apply. You could use Boysen chalk blocker and let it dry for 24 hours before applying top coat so that you could resist or avoid chalking on your walls. Next is blistering. Water seepage on wall or poor surface preparation. Yung laman nito is pwedeng tubig or hollow, no, within such areas. Another problem is peeling. This is absence of primer because the primer holds the top coat layer and the concrete, no. So kung walang primer, walang hahawak dun sa top coat. So it basically peels off the paint. Or use of powdered materials like powdered skim coat na hindi siya na sand, no, hindi siya na liya. So probably it will peel over time. Flaking is another problem which the interior paint used for exterior is lacquer type paints, and the application of solvent-based paint over water-based paint, no? So kung ang una mong in-apply is water-based at nilagyan mo siya ng solvent-based on the second layer, it basically or it will result, no, on flaking of your paint material. Another problem is tannin staining. So makikita natin to sa wood surfaces. The application of water-based paints on wood surfaces that are not tannin resistant. Lap marks, ito yung kung nakikita mo siya dun sa old or over diluted na thinner or reducer, so nawawala na yung color niya, so may lap marks kang makikita, no, or wrong application technique. Saponification, another problem. Chemical reaction of oil with alkali. Enamel paints applied over concrete or fiber cement boards, no? So ganyan yung kanyang reaction, saponification. incompatible system, use of products not intended for surface or condition, wrong combination of paint system. No? So, incompatible yung kanyang system na ginamit. Useful tips. Paint specification is one of the important. Dapat alam mo yung code ng pintura na gagamitin mo so that you know what type of paint and the specific code of the paint preference of your client. So, ganun yun. So, dalan mo lang siya ng color palette, they choose it, then you order that specific code. Basic estimation on wall surface area. Base times height lang. Makita mo sa wall, you will know how many square meters kailangan mo when you buy your paint products. Basic estimation, requirement and specs considering surface condition, compute paint materials using manufacturer's provided techniques, estimate labor requirement, and include marks up or yung allowance. So this is the computation, how many gallons you're going to have in an interior concrete finish for a 300 square meter paintable area. So for the primer, you have 25 square meters per gallon. So 300 divide 25. So 12 gallons. For the putty, you have 10 square meters per gallon. So 300 divide 10 is 30. For the top coat, 300 square meters divided by 30 square meters per gallon is 20, and a total of 62 gallons. So for the labor of 62 gallons times mo dun sa 700 pesos per painter, no, na magpipintura dun sa project. So divide mo dun sa 2 gallons per painter per day, a total of 21,000 pesos. So materials plus labor plus markup is the contract price. So tinuruan na kayo how to contract a painting services also. Then we have app, no, in the Google Play or App Store, the Boysen app. So this one, pwede kang mag-check dito ng color correction, products, choose your paint calculator, mixing products, mixing color, specs, or you could search. Pwede ka din mag-identify dito ng paint color, no? Meron na siyang code. Itutok mo lang yung camera mo doon, it will identify what kind of color is it. Kailangan lang enough yung lighting, no? So that the color is correct, no? Or identified well. Yan, ito yung mga laman niya, the different types of color, the surfaces pala na you're going to apply, and they will recommend, no, what are the exterior finish, interior substrate, etc. Or if the area is new or repainted, meron ding instructions how to apply. And they have sa lahat ng diniscuss natin, they have there the different products that they are recommending. Okay? So, ayan, meron din ditong technical instructions how to apply it, the different types of products that they have. So if you could visit their Boysen Mix and Match, they have there the solutions on the different color combination that you are trying to achieve or request by your clients. And they have there the color library at IKEA Pasay. So if you have time, you could visit also their booth, no, in IKEA. They have their uh, social media also. If you want to check it out, then you could also learn something on their YouTube channel. So they have programs for painters, for them to have trainings, no. So anyway, tapos na to. All right. So eto, skip na lang natin to. This is a challenge, no, from the seminar itself. All right. Thank you so much for listening, and stay put for a short instruction lang natin. Thank you so much, and kindly stand by.